Still hot for being out there.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the April regular school board meeting. Would you please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Do we have any agenda revisions?
No, sir.
Okay. We'll move to Student of the Month.
Mrs. Roberts? Yeah. We have one this month, sir. So.
Very important one.
Yes.
Hi, I get to stand right here.
He can go 3 times if he wants to.
Stand right, yeah, you wanna go 3 times?
You can
No,
come
I'm
out.
teasing.
You come out here. Yeah, go.
Well, hi, everybody. I get to introduce, hang on here, let me get all your stuff here. Killian Quinn, he is our 4th grade student of the month from Mr. Raper's class. And with him tonight, we have Mom and Dad and Grandma. We're so glad you guys could make it this evening. Brother said he would rather be outside playing, am I right? Yeah, that's okay, it's a gorgeous day. Well, I have to tell you, Mr. Raper bragged on and on and on about Killian and just was so excited when he found out you were student of the month. And he said, very deserving. So let me get started, are you ready? I get to brag on you for a while, okay. So his parents are Hannah and Daniel, and his brother is Logan, he is 14, makes sense, right? I asked him what he likes about school. He loves math, he loves hanging with his friends at recess, and he loves science. I asked him what he could change about school, if we could change anything at all. He just wanted 15 more minutes of recess. That was pretty cool. His sports and his hobbies, he plays soccer and baseball. And when he grows up, this math and science is gonna help him because he wants to be a marine biologist. Pretty cool. Ask him what makes him feel proud. And I think in my 34 years, I have never had this answer. Keeping his goals in life. How's that for an answer for a 4th grader, right? Keeping his goals. I was pretty impressed with that. What is something he's thankful for is his family. And if he could give anything to the school, what would he give us, Dr. Mundy? He wants a new big slide. Bigger than what we have.
See what we can do for you, man. I'll work on that. How big? Like, we talking ceiling height?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, all right. Something he can do better than most is running. So that's pretty cool. And his idea, perfect day would be a tropical vacation somewhere, Mom and Dad. So wants to go somewhere tropical. And his, no, that's, good point. Clarify this. They are from Florida. So marine biologists, that makes sense. Okay. His favorite person, he could not choose. He just basically said his family. Very, very important. And that's because they help me and they do kind stuff for me and they love me. So I am telling you, Killian is gonna go places. He is such a neat kid. And Killian, with that, I introduce you to the school board tonight. And I know you're gonna get something from Mr. Henning here, okay? So stay put. All right, Killian, you can come up here. There you go. Come on up here. He'll shake your hand, okay? Go up there. He won't bite you. Yeah, let's hear it for Killian.
He's like, can I go now? Awesome, thank you, guys.
Yeah, if you guys want to, you can hang around. You don't have to stick around if you want. It's going to get boring soon. Thank you.
Thank you all, thank you.
Congratulations.
It's gonna get boring.
All right, we'll move on to public comment.
I don't believe we have any. Yeah. Nope.
All right, we'll move on to item 7, consent agenda.
The only thing I'd point out before we got into it, sir, is we did have a $500 donation to the high school boys basketball team from Daughters Property. And also on the consent personnel, got several, on the first part, several moves of people internally. You know, welcome Ashlyn Green back officially. I also welcome back Diane Gentry, who's coming in to help us out to finish out the year, who retired last year. You know what they say, you never totally get out of here. So she made it back for a while. And then Brett Zachary, who will be switching jobs as well to finish out the year. But also want to make sure I recognize Mr. Kyle Archer, who's done a wonderful job for us. He is leaving to join the fire department down in Westfield, something he's always talked about, so that's great. You'll see we have a couple coaches that have done some great things, especially Mr. Hammersley and Mr. Olson resigning from their positions after doing that work for a long time. And I also want to make sure I talked to her a lot the last couple weeks. Mrs. Gretchen Palika is going to retire at the end of the year. She is very happy. That's her words, by the way, not mine. That's every day now. She's been like, this is great. So I want to make sure I recognize her well for all the great work she's done.
All right, do we have any more discussion on the consent agenda?
Move to approve consent agenda as presented.
A motion to approve, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, old business.
None, sir.
No old business. New business, item 9.1, time clock. Am I supposed to say plus, or?
I don't think so. I think we're
Okay.
good. Time clock, this is something that Kim takes give her full credit. She's just out of town this week on her vacation. She's spent the last several months looking into this. You may not know, we do all our time stuff right now by hand, and the secretary's added up. It's been that way for a long time. We talked at the beginning of the year, let's get out of that antiquated system. So we have done some research. This is the company. This is also the company, so you know too, Hamilton Heights uses. So we were able to call them, nothing but positives from them. So I would recommend that we approve the Time Clock Plus system to start here at Sheridan Schools next year.
So moved.
Second. Question, that's a 5-year contract?
Yes,
Did I
sir.
read that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you that with 99% certainty from what I remember her telling me. If you're seeing it in
This
there,
is
yes,
60
sir.
bonds, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
What fund is that paid out of?
It'll be paid out of operations, sir. Yes.
Okay. What do we say the total was annually for that?
16,4 something, I think 16,459.
That's
Am I
across the
going
5
for?
years.
That was close, 16,435. Yeah.
But that's for 5 years?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So divided by 5?
Yes, sir.
Annually.
And is this web-based?
Oh, yes, I should have said that. Thank you for bringing that up. It's actually, they do it right through their phone. That's why we like this system. It's all web-based. They can sit there. It'll really help too on the days when it's if you gotta leave during the day and stuff, which we allow people to do. It'll be nice. And Heights speaks very highly of it. Said the online phone part is about as easy as it comes. So that's been good reviews back too.
Do they have
Yes,
to be
ma'am.
on location in order for it to work?
I don't know the answer to that. I believe once you get into you're gonna start talking, yes, they do. They have to be in our location. Say I could,
Because there's a lot of issues with that in corporate America where.
yeah, on our spots,
clocking in
right?
and
And
out,
that's,
they shouldn't be.
Go, please, yes.
There's a perimeter, they have to be around when they go to click time in.
Okay.
yeah. Thank you, I forgot that.
Yep. All right, any more discussion? We have a motion and we have a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item 9.2, out-of-state field trip, 8th grade to Kings Island.
This is our yearly request. I know Mr. Davis has been going for several years, where the 8th grade takes a trip to Kings Island. We just need to make it official and bring it to the board, since they do technically go across the border to Cincinnati, so.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any more discussion? All right, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item 9.3, Parks Board appointment.
This is, worked with the town, appreciate Cy helping us out here too. There was some confusion on whether Kevin Gould was our rep or an at-large rep. Since we weren't sure, they're gonna open an at-large rep, and Kevin Gould, who's been one of our bus drivers, family works here and everything else, will officially be the school rep for the Parks Board appointment.
All right, any discussion, of item 9.3?
How long is that term?
1 year. I actually don't know the answer to that question, sir.
I want to know the answer to that question.
Well, most of them are 1 year. I mean, so that's gonna tell you 1 year. So, I don't know. This has been a board that we haven't approved until basically this year, because we've all had so many people on and off it so long. So to have somebody that's gonna stay for a while, Kevin, is really what we wanted, and that's why Cy was good to allow him to move to us. The question would become, Cy worked on changing some of the bylaws to allow to make this happen. The reason I'm sketchy on 1 year, I don't know if it's, I shouldn't say one, I do know that. It's 2 years. It's just like the library board and everything else. It's a 2-year appointment, so. If that's not 2 years, I'll let you know. Let's go that route.
Reason I ask on that too is because appointments from this board are, to me, very important. It's one thing that we have, like a library board or a park board. We make sure we're aware of our appointments. They serve at our pleasure, so if we want to remove somebody for any reason, we can, which Kevin's great, there'll be no issue there, but we need to make sure we retain that authority and understand what it is and how we can make changes if we need to.
Sure.
On top of that, I would ask, if it is a park board appointment within the town, is there a residency requirement as well? Because it is a
Yes.
school board appointment, can they be within the district? Do they have to be within the district?
They have
Or
to be within the
town?
district, because it was a school board member that was supposed to be on it. We actually changed that part to make it an at-large. So that we could do an appointee from the board.
Did we change that as a board policy?
The town changed that completely from their end. They're the ones who run that stuff, so they changed it so that it didn't have to be a board member that was on it.
Got it.
So, yeah, the board actually runs that. We have an honorary and appointee to it, is what we do. And we've rotated through lots of people on that board. So to have Kevin, someone that wants to be on it, as you said, great guy, that helps us tremendously.
But it is a voting member of that board,
Oh, yeah, he's a
correct?
voting member.
Okay, when you
Yeah.
say honorary, that means.
Well,
can
they
vote.
put him on it. They give us an opportunity to have somebody, is what I meant by
Our
honorary.
part's honorary.
Yeah, our part's honorary, yes.
But we can put a board member on if we wanted to down the
Yeah,
road.
if you wanted
actually.
to.
So that comes to the
Yeah.
part where maybe one day we can get a member on the RDC board as well, which would be great for the corporation as far as those funds are divvied out as well. So, just as the new town integrates and understands and starts to find itself better, it's important that we as a corporation are able to integrate into that, because we work for the community, and we want to make sure that we have say and we're able to support the community where it needs to be done. So, that's why I'm very, adamant about our appointments. But with that, I have no more questions. I would move to appoint Kevin Gould as our member on the park board.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Superintendent report.
Sure, a couple quick ones tonight. I want to thank everybody that was involved with the ribbon cutting, Danny and the Christian family, the Godbys. I want to throw out, too, that while we're out there, not only did that go well, Jared and Rick did a wonderful job of putting everything together, but, it was a reminder when you're out there, Alan Steele being out there, Rick Durbin being out there, all the people that come to all of our events. I want to make sure they know how much they're appreciated. Coach Leonard was out there. Brimberries come to everything, yes. I don't think we just want to I don't want to take for granted. Those guys come to everything, and it's great to have them. I also want a couple of their golf carts. They're very nice. I also wanted, the other thing that hit me while we were out there, too, it's hot. Lorna, Kim Bishop, and all those, that team that does every concession game, they were split in 2 different events tonight. Don't want to go unnoticed, too, how much work they put into all the events that we have. Reminder, the play is the 24th through the 26th coming up, correct? No, 24th through the 26th. If you can make it, I know how it ends, so I'm gonna see if they keep it the same like they did Clue or not. So, and then finally, I want to thank Sean and everybody over at Skylake. They have done a wonderful job of keeping this school district included in everything they're doing. And, they're a big company. They don't have to. And for Sean to invite us to basically and to come to about everything and have a representative there has been wonderful. So I want to express my gratitude for all they're doing out of Skylake. And that's all I have, sir.
All right, thank you. We'll move on to board member comments. Dan, we'll start with you.
No comments tonight.
John?
Yeah, I want to echo Dr. Mundy's comments about the Godby family and their dedication. Mr. Davis, the words that you gave at the ribbon cutting were spot on and very well done. I appreciate your work on that. Yeah, just a great evening
It was.
to enjoy out there. So, a lot of work went into that. And, of course, Danny Christian and his family, very, very instrumental and, quite frankly, I think, as you said, turning the, bringing more attention to girls' sports, and that was, a time when I was a student here, so very well taken. And for the young man, the student of the month, I can tell him a story about when the Big Slide came out at Marion Township School. Actually, I can't. My best friend's left arm can tell you what happened in 1989.
So, motion denied on that. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Yeah, there's a reason we don't have a Big Slide.
Thank you. Nancy asked me earlier about the Education Foundation, and I thought that was just a good prompt to let everybody know that it is running well. Tomorrow evening, we are going to be honoring the seniors who have participated for the last 3 years since we started it, so we have that. The Jeep event is still scheduled for the first Saturday in August. I believe that everything is going to be here on campus
Yes, it
this
is
year
this year.
because of the work that's being done on 38. And I bought tickets to the play just today, so I have that.
That's awesome.
And also just the 4th of July event. I
4th of
believe
July and the car event will both be here
Okay.
for the town, yes.
Yeah, so just some things that can highlight the school as we are moving forward.
Nancy?
Which, the 4th of July is also tied into the 250th year anniversary too. Is that correct? Is that right this year
I
too?
don't know that.
Does anybody know if that's right?
I think they're trying to make.
I would guess it
Okay.
could be.
I know they have plans to make it a big event, so that's why. That'd be great.
Yeah. So, well, I'd just like to echo John's comments about your talk, Rick, and also yours about the softball. It was just an honor to be out there. It was a wonderful, wonderful facility, wonderful event.
I did forget to mention prom Friday night too, by the way, too. For prom on the 17th. You're all welcome to come chaperone. Rick would love to have you.
I want this to be on record that I have asked my wife, who I've never gone to prom with, to go to prom with me. And I've been denied 4 years in a row. So if she's watching later, it's on the record.
I've been to about 20 of them.
Yeah, disappointing. I was looking at the list of activities coming up. Dave sent over a list that, it looks like there's an activity every 2 days
Yeah.
until,
Sprint to the end.
what is it, last day of school, May 22nd. How many days is that? I know there's a count somewhere. 29 days. All right.
Principal can answer that question.
In my defense, Mrs. Hoffman made chains today for
Perfect. I think I asked the boys this weekend at baseball, and they're like, 30 days. Every single one knew right away. But no, Rick, what you said about the Godbys out there, that was great. That was great. I don't have anything else. Our next meeting is May 11th, 6:30, same room.
We also have an executive session on the 27th, don't forget
Okay.
to. But that won't be public, obviously, but an executive session.
Awesome. I will look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Thank you.